It seems to me, at least in my eyes, that so many conservatives, reactionaries, fascists, and anything remotely reeking of right winger endlessly plea with the people they seek to convert while running into the same brick wall over and over again. And I want to give any conservatives who end up watching this, if anybody watches this, an explanation about why your efforts, conservative efforts, are so futile. In essence, in the liberal mind, they want the world to be better, to progress, to change. Conservatives seem to want the same. They're not interested in accepting liberal position that change might be necessary. Liberals also have an aversion to passionate emotions like concern for the dark parts of the world or an energetic feeling of indignance. These emotions have been manipulated and warped by the bourgeois media giants into conservative rage, fear, and hatred. When people accuse you conservatives of being racist, sexist, bigoted, xenophobic, just know you are totally actually being bigoted, racist, discriminatory, all those little zinger words. These are real repellents that you're saying. People are actually looking at you saying that I don't think that this might be compatible with the way that our society lives. And the average person today looks like they're wanting to try and be better. So how can Hispanic or black people, or even women, faithfully maintain involvement in conservative ideology with how much it fundamentally degrades them? Conservatism justifies the status quo to not address slavery and police brutality and preserve things how they are, which is not very good for a lot of non-white people. Conservatism is anti-immigration, or at least anti-non-white immigration, and many Hispanic people in America are immigrants or children of immigrants. And I'm willing to bet many conservatives just love Hispanic food, which is just quintessential modern imperialism right there. Conservatism is also not interested in women's rights, with almost all American Republican involvement in women's politics looking to revoke their bodily control, prevent them from having autonomy without marriage, attempting to make them dependent on men as much as possible. And by the way, to be absolutely crystal clear, these points aren't woke criticisms. This isn't commie brainwashing. I'm not some empty-headed liberal or evil leftist. This is all the real effing deal. These are real issues within conservatism which never get fixed. Why would any liberal seek out war, at least consciously in their own mind, as by now we all know well just how equally capable they are of mindlessly supporting the war efforts that the United States benefits from, like the war in Ukraine, which has now reached $30 billion worth of weaponry to their soldiers, while Ukrainian and Russian men's bodies and women's bodies stack in piles. And what are the times you liberals and conservatives do find unity? The only moments where you do decide to come together, because we know conservatives and fascists get along too well, it's when y'all unite against communists and socialists and anarchists. You know, the only people who are actually trying to make something that works for us all. That when you rebel against these types of people, when you rebel against people like me, that is, it shows that there's, the semblance of unity that you are willing to pursue is only up until that extent. It's the semblance of unity within the conservative and liberal parties, and not just America, but so many other Western countries as well, is the only moment that any degree of successful bipartisanship can be found. And please, if you want to act like that's some kind of accomplishment ganging up on, these leftists, like you're ready to high five your fellow capitalism supporter, be my guest. Hell, us leftists can manage getting along way better than you red and blue pro-capitalists can do, because once you're done fighting us, you two go right back to arguing about every single imaginable thing without ever having any theory, any analysis, any unity, any ideological direction, and continue to go through the tug of war that is modern American politics, a complete act of theater. Enough is enough. It is clear that not only does bipartisanship not work, not only do liberals and conservatives consistently fail on a regular basis to unify working people, but now, leftism has been resurrected, baby. And it's growing more and more on the rise every day. Even social democrats are warming up to true socialists and communists. I think it's time we recognize that the liberal and conservative dispositions are just that, mere inclinations of nature, and not actual manifestations of political ideology. We need to unite under one party, ideally, and of course, other parties can still register and have members, but a united party would give us the ability to actually debate and deliberate our problems, to solve them, to move forward. This is already captured as an idea when people turn to libertarianism, or how Andrew Yang's 2020 presidential run, while ultimately concluding as a manifestation of moderate liberal politics, sought to aim for something new. It was some kind of cheesy campaign slogan about not left, not right, but forward, which is like, buddy, which direction do you think left was taking you then? But all right. If you talk to these people seeking libertarianism or UBI via Andrew Yang's platform, you'll see that these people are just tugging on strings, looking for something else, because every goddamn person in America knows that what we currently have is not working. It's time for us to change. It's time for us to give a second look at communism and socialism and see what the fuss is all about. We know the elites are interested in keeping us ignorant, so why the hell should we why the hell should we not try what they've been telling us about this whole time? Shouldn't we find out for ourselves? What if we could build something new? Not just communism or socialism, but not just a Lenin imagined or Mao imagined or Stalin imagined country, but an American socialism. What would you want your socialist America to look like if you could have it? Would you want a better job or better schooling? Do you want your healthcare costs covered? Would you like more time with your friends and family, even more time to yourself? Would you like to travel more efficiently and quickly and have more options at your disposal? Are you sick of how the environment is getting worse, even though we could all start banding together to clean up the trash, build new community gardens, and so much more? This is not a utopian dream. This is not a nightmare we need to avoid. It is literally exactly what we want. When we think to ourselves of dealing with our problems, enacting our solutions, and making the changes we need to make, we think of this future. We think of socialism. And I'm asking you, to anyone who hears or watches this, that you give that a thought. What would your socialism in your country, made and built by you and us all, look like if you could have it? Just try and imagine. Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate you. I hope you're doing well. Let me know what you think. I'm dying to hear what your opinion is. And like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks again, and take care.